Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Sit Down. I'm DJ Sixsmith. Jessica Springsteen in the house. Jessica, it's great to have you. You are a world-class equestrian. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very good. Thank you for having me today.
Of course, it's a pleasure. So, take me all the way back. You're a little girl. You get on your first pony. Did you know instantly that this was going to be the life for you going forward?
Gosh, I honestly can't remember that far back because I think I was 3 or 4 years old. But it was kind of something always I loved doing. Even when I was little, I almost just enjoyed just being around the animals 24/7, taking care of my pony every day. And yeah, I just can't really imagine my life without horses in it now.
So you grew up on a farm.
Yeah.
Most surprising thing about growing up on a farm?
Most surprising thing about growing up on a farm? I don't know. That's a
Well, you had a bunch of different animals, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Just give me a couple different animals.
Oh, we had ostriches,
okay.
which you wouldn't expect.
How many ostriches did you
We had
have?
2 ostriches. And they're actually really mean, and they ended up attacking someone that worked for us, and we had to give them away.
Wow.
But yeah, that's, I think, the most surprising animal.
All right, so don't get any ostriches,
No.
that's for sure. All right, so you're growing up in Jersey.
Yeah.
You go to Duke, and so what was the biggest thing that you wanted to do at Duke once you got there and taking your career to the next step?
I kind of just really wanted to have the whole campus experience. I was really close to going to NYU, but then, so I could kind of be close to home and ride more. But I really sort of wanted that college experience. So yeah, that was really important to me.
And Duke is a beautiful campus.
Amazing.
So
I loved it.
Tell me the
really
best part
did.
of your experience there.
I think I just met really lifelong friends. I have 10 girlfriends today that I'm still so close with, and it's so nice, and I don't know, I feel like that's rare to find. So, and the education.
Yes,
so.
the education is pretty
Yeah.
top notch. So you're at Duke, and then you become a professional in the process.
Yeah.
So what was the greatest challenge you first faced as you became a professional?
I think just balancing horseback riding and school. I really, really loved school. So when I was there, I never wanted to leave. And then when I was riding, I never wanted to leave that. So it was kind of just a tough balance, but yeah, it worked out.
And I think what's interesting about your sport, it's a grind between the travel,
Yeah.
between the time required, the fitness involved. There's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah.
So can you just explain just how difficult it's been to get to this point in your career?
Yeah, I mean, it's constant traveling. People always ask oh, when's the off season? Or
There is
you
no
only ride in
off-season.
the summer. No, it's all year long. There's shows every single week all over the world. So you kind of have to sort of make your own schedule for you and for your horses. That's going to work out the best. But yeah, it's a busy life.
We were talking about this before, just developing a bond with
Yeah.
each horse. How difficult
Yeah.
is something like that?
It's really difficult. I think sometimes you can get lucky and get a horse that you mesh with right away, but other times it takes a little bit of time. They have to get to know you, and you have to get to know them, and it's definitely a balancing act. But hopefully when you get there, it's a special bond.
So you want to be an Olympian one day. That's the
Yes.
big goal right now.
Yeah.
2020 is what you're looking at. So
Yeah.
how realistic is this, and what are the keys for you to get to that goal?
I think kind of timing is everything. The amazing thing about this sport is that you can do it until you're in your 40s or 50s. But that can also be tough coming up, trying to compete against people who've had all that experience, and kind of to become, at their level is really tough. But yeah, I think just timing, being consistent, and getting in that experience to give yourself the best shot.
So you have 2 really great parents, very supportive of your career. When was the last time your dad was on a horse?
Probably pretty recently. I don't know, maybe Thanksgiving. They kind of ride a lot when they're home. My parents will go out riding together. They love to do that. So.
And last one for you, Jessica. When you think about your career, what is the greatest lesson you've learned along the way, and how do you want to take things to the next level?
The greatest lesson I've learned is not to dwell on the lows and really enjoy the highs when you have them. There's a saying in horseback riding that you're only as good as your last round. You could win, and then the next competition you do have 5 rails down. So kind of just keep going with it, staying determined, and being positive.
There you have it, Jessica Springsteen. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time on The Sit Down.